yeah. Okay, we are live now. So we have TOEFL and we have IELTS, IELTS. Do you know the differences? Have you decided?
I know the differences, but I don't know which one is better for me. I know that IELTS passing by with real person, like real person, and TOEFL you're talking with at IE artificial intellect.
AI, artificial intelligence. Yes.
And I know that TOEFL, the duration of TOEFL is a bit more than IELTS. That's all.
Yes, it's a bit longer than IELTS. Yes. So do you know why it is a bit longer?
No, not really.
Actually, you pass IELTS for 2 days, 2 separate days. So you have to go there twice. The first day, you only pass your oral examination. You just speak to the person. And the speaking itself takes between 12 to 15 minutes. Then you go there again in 1 day, in a couple of days, to pass the rest of your exam sessions. So how many parts, how many skills do we need to test through those exams?
We need speaking, reading, writing,
and what do you do with your ears?
Listening. And listening.
Yes, listening, exactly. So one of the differences is also the grading system. So some people think that, okay, I'm passing my exam in 1 day with TOEFL and I'm free. Yes. So a lot of people find it easier. You don't speak to a real person, 1, and you pass your exam in 1 day, 2. So these 2 are considered to be advantages.
Yeah.
So it depends on the person. If you think you will stress out, if you talk to a real person, TOEFL is a better option. Let me also show you.
But what do you think about TOEFL?
Well, TOEFL seemed to be easier, so I'll show you. I passed both. Yes, I passed my TOEFL first, and I did it in the Republic of China in 2019. Yes, it happened in 2019. Beijing, yes, at the Beijing Technology and Business University. And my speaking, for instance, here is 30 out of 30 maximum. The other skills are pretty high as well, 26 out of 30, 27, 25. So all of these are considered to be advanced. So if I compare it with my IELTS results, so I passed my IELTS in 2021, yes, in Yerevan at the British Council. So my speaking.
The British Council, okay. No, I just want to know the place, and you say it.
Yeah, the British Council and AUA, the American University of Armenia. I think AUA has TOEFL, that's for sure, but IELTS we can check. So my speaking with IELTS is 7.5 out of 9. So with IELTS, my speaking was 30 out of 30. Yeah.
Yes.
So there is some difference. Of course, I understand the reasons. For instance, they wanted at IELTS, they wanted some more complex phrases, vocabulary from C2 level. Yeah. So I didn't give them that. And they decided to lower my grade. With TOEFL, I didn't have to do that. I just spoke naturally. I answered their questions and I got my maximum, 30 out of 30. So that's one big difference. So TOEFL seems to be more, well, let's call it user-friendly in terms of test taker friendly. This is how I would. And if we ask Google, I think it will, which, or like this, is TOEFL easier than IELTS? Of course, this is a very superficial thing to do. And so some tests, yes, some things will give you the opposite. IELTS is considered to be easier. I would say TOEFL was easier. So IELTS reading section, yes, some people think that IELTS reading section is easier.
Yes.
But I think TOEFL was easier. So let's have a look. Is it easier than TOEFL? Easier. Why TOEFL is, so this is the opposite. Compared to that of TOEFL's, but why TOEFL is easier than IELTS, it says. There's a wide range of question types. So IELTS has a wide range of question types also, different structures. And IELTS is considered to be European. TOEFL is considered to be American. Yes. Yes. So here, for instance, IELTS, we have British Council, for instance, and Cambridge. And but TOEFL, we don't, ETS, that's an international structure. I can also show you their grading range. So, a second. This is TOEFL. So, just this way. I'll share my camera now. More light. So with TOEFL, we have scores. Yes, we have score ranges. You can take a screenshot if you'd like to, or I can take a pic and send it to you.
I took already.
Okay, good. Let me do that too, just in case, because I didn't upload this to my website. So this is an easier approach, and the ranges is low, intermediate, high, intermediate. For me, this is like, it gives a better sense of security. So this is TOEFL, the TOEFL system. And now this is the IELTS system. So here we have bands, yes? So band 0, someone who did not attempt the test. And slowly it goes up, different bands. Expert user, very good. Good user, competent user. So I'm between band 7 and 8. Good user and very good. Mine is 7.5. And with this, I've entered 2 universities, for my master's degree. So you, like band 5 and band 6, between these two, it's completely okay. Modest and competent. Competent,
Why is he B1?
Again?
Why is Levon? Not why. Where is Levon?
B1 plus. B1 and sometimes B1 plus, yes. His vocabulary is rich, yes. He makes less mistakes with the grammar, like basic grammar, yeah. So he's more advanced than you. You should work for many months, yes. Well, he's working too, so I don't think you will come to the same level, yes. If you both continue growing, he will grow more, you will grow more, yeah. His level would be enough if we don't take some of the competencies. So we take tests for 4 competencies, yes. With some competencies, he's still A2 plus, yeah. But he's about 70%, yes, ready to be considered B1 plus, and that would be enough for some bachelor's degrees, yes, bachelor's degree programs, not related to medicine, not related to chemistry, math, easier humanities. Yeah, not related to law. Yes.
And what about work? Is he able to get work with his English?
Will he be able to get work?
Yes.
Well, again, that depends. If it's IT, sometimes some companies are okay with this level because they also give their own training, even in terms of English. Yeah. So if his experience, technical experience is good enough, problems. Yeah. Sometimes companies are, it's okay. We understand that within like 6 months or within a year, your English will improve with us. Yeah. So he can get work, yes, with this level of English. It depends on the company. Even logistics, if we take the area of logistics, some companies are like B1 is totally fine with us, and some companies are like, you have to be B2. Oh wow, B2, yes, in order to work with us. So that also depends on the company policy. But his chances are good enough with his current level of English. Many international companies are open for him. Yeah.
Very good.
Of course, the higher he gets, yes, the better his result, his chances will be, especially for US-based companies. All right. So yes, we've covered that. So you're going to the US. IELTS is fine as well, and TOEFL is considered to be an American institution. American system, yeah.
Okay.
So this could be maybe also your homework, like understanding which one is better. But now I can show you their web pages, share screen. So let's start with TOEFL. Yes. So ets.org. This is the official website. Yes. So this is their logo, the official website. So on their website, if you open the menu, you go to test takers, open the menu section. Then here you've got practice for a test.
Yes.
So let's click on that. So we've got several tests, GRE, that was for Lao, as far as I remember, praxis. So TOEFL IBT, this is what you need, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So let's leave the rest, practice test, practice now. So in order to get the sense of the test, you've got some free courses. Yes, you can sign up for them. So I'm sending you this page here. you definitely should do that, yes. And then we've got some practice tests. We should go through these as well. So guides and books. Yeah, their mobile app, some free content, yes. So let's practice tests. Here, you've got their practice online thing. Just a second. It says online. Yeah, so the second one, yes, free practice test. Here we've got some samples. You can download the PDF. Yeah. And this one launched the TOEFL IBT free practice test. So this gives you the sense of the real test. Unfortunately, it's not mobile or tablet friendly, so I can access it, but it won't be the whole, the full experience. It won't give you the full experience. So let's click on continue. You should access this via your laptop, okay?
Yes, of course.
So general information, click continue. So reading section, yeah, it gives you some directions. And you'll have like 54 minutes, yeah?
Yeah.
In case if you have 4 passages. And you will have 72 minutes if you have 5 passages.
Yeah.
So let's continue. So first you get your test text, yes. So when I took my TOEFL for the first time, I wasn't aware that the text is accessible when I click the next button. So I lost a lot of time. I just opened the first page and I took a lot of notes, yes, and I've lost a lot of time on that. I thought the text would vanish, but fortunately, that's not the case. So click on next, and then you have the questions which are not visible on my screen because the program is not mobile friendly. Even if I rotate, yes, we see only one part. And so you should definitely check this one out, okay?
Yes, with my laptop.
If you are ready, we could do this right now. Would you like to?
Yes.
Or, okay. So Anjelika. So I'll ask you to share your screen with me.
Okay.
But the laptop screen, yes, so that we see.
Okay.
Would that
but
be?
I need to
connect via laptop. Yes. Yeah, take your time, that's fine. And while you're doing that, I can show the PDF, like what we've got in the PDF. So the same thing is accessible via PDF. So if I click download PDF, I already downloaded it. So I'll just open it. Whenever you're ready, just let me know. Okay.
1 minute. I need to.
Yeah. Take your time. That's fine. So this is the PDF. General test information. It's the same. Yes. We've got 4 sections. Anjelika is in the waiting room. So admit. We've got 2 Angelikas.
Yeah.
I need to make a wish. But you'd better leave.
This one?
Yes. Oh, okay. If it works, fine. Back in the day, there was a lot of noise when the same person connected via 2 devices, but it seems to be working. So we're good. We're good. Now I'll make you the host. Oh, which one should I?
The with picture one.
Okay, both have pictures.
Oh my God.
The one who
I can't edit profile. No, I want.
Oh,
I can't.
try it. So try it. One of your accounts, like the mic is off. I think the
Rename.
laptop.
I renamed it.
Ah, okay. A laptop. Yes, yes, I was right. So you are the host via that account. You can share your screen with us. You know, this is so useful. I have other students who are preparing for the exam, but they are a bit shy. They're not comfortable with their lessons, you know, being registered. So this is a very useful lesson for people who are getting ready for TOEFL.
So okay. I have
yes, scroll down. No, wait, not too fast. Launch the TOEFL. So this is the reading section. So on top, yes, on top you've got the continue.
Yeah.
And you should be careful. No, that's not it. On the very top. And this information is very useful as well. Yes, general test information. And so this direction, it gives you some information. You will have next and back buttons. So sometimes students think that the screen will change automatically, which is not the case. If you have the next button, you should click it yourself. And there was this student who lost some points, not one of my students, but I learned about her through my student. She was waiting for several minutes, and when she understood, it was too late. Okay, yes, so you've got your text. You don't have to stay on this first page. You could just go through the text, of course, or you could just next. You've got your question.
I have questions. And paragraph 1 is marked with an arrow.
Yes, so read your question.
Okay, according to paragraph 1, why do researchers doubt that agriculture developed independently in Africa?
Careful, doubt. The B is silent, doubt. Do you know the word? What does it mean?
Гадают?
No, I doubt that. I don't really believe it is the case. I don't think that's correct. I have some doubts.
Cascades.
Yes, exactly. So I'm writing this word. Okay. Researchers doubt that theory, for example, yes, they don't believe the theory to be accurate. Okay, and independently, yes, you lost some letters when you were reading that word. So do you understand your question? You should really understand your question.
Yes, I understand it.
Now you can go through
the paragraph.
Answers. So it would be wise to go through the paragraph now. Yes, and then do the answers.
Okay. There is evidence of agriculture in Africa prior to 3000 before Christ, I guess.
Christ. BC. You could also say BC.
It may have developed.
Developed. Good.
Developed independently, but many scholars believe that the spread of agriculture and iron throughout Africa linked it to the major centers of the Near East and Mediterranean world. Mediterranean
world.
Do
you understand it? Do you understand the main idea? If there are some words
Yes,
which you
I
that
understood the main idea.
okay, good.
Okay. The drying up of what is now the Sahara Desert had pushed many peoples to the south into sub-Saharan Africa. Drying up. These peoples settled at first in scattered hunting and gathering bands. Although in some places near lakes and rivers, people who fished with a more secure food supply lived in larger population.
That's me sending.
Okay. Concentrations. Agriculture seems to have reached these people from the Near East since the first domesticated crops were millets and sorghums.
Millets and sorghums, yes, millets and sorghums.
Okay, whose origins are not African but West Asian. Once the idea of planting diffused, Africans began to develop their own crops, such as certain varieties of rice, and they demonstrated a continued receptiveness to new imports. The proposed areas of the domestication of African crops lie in a band that extends from Ethiopia across southern Sudan to West Africa.
Ethiopia, okay.
Subsequently, other crops such as bananas were introduced from Southeast Asia.
Southeast Asia.
Southeast, sorry.
And subsequently, so I'm writing this word too. So actually in your writing section, if you'd like to get a higher grade, of course, your grammar should be good, your syntax, yes, the correct order of the words, I am working, for example. And you could use words like subsequently, yes, some phrases and words that they like themselves, yes, to increase your grade, to show them that you can do that. So I think I could, do we have a Google folder for you or not?
Yes.
Okay, so let's get there, English. Anjelika, yes, lessons. So I'll make a new document here. So, Anjelika, TOEFL, universal vocab. This is how I'm calling that doc. So universal means you can use these words and phrases in many contexts. So I will be adding some words and phrases into this document, and yeah, you could use these for your writing and for your speaking tasks. Okay.
Okay.
Right. So you read your first paragraph. Of course, it's not easy to understand all of it. So we have different ways of reading. Yes. One way is to read everything fast. We call that scanning. You just go through your sentences. And the other way is just reading for the detail, to understand the little details. So your reading style depends on your question.
Yeah.
So now you need to go through the 4 suggestions, yes, for possible answers, and understand what do you need to find from this paragraph. Number 1.
Okay, African lakes and rivers already, provided enough food for people to survive without agriculture.
So that's one possible answer.
Yes.
Do you think you have seen anything like that in your paragraph?
I saw.
If you can point out what you saw.
In some places near lakes and rivers, people who fished with a more secure food supply lived in larger population concentrations.
So, is that the same idea?
No, this is not idea.
Okay. So this is very cunning. Yes, cunning. How to say it in Armenian? They try to fool you. It's not really fooling, but khoramak. Yeah, that's the word in Armenian. So they try to misguide you. Yes, to fool you around. So these two are two different ideas. It's not the same, and in the text you don't have what your answer says.
Yes.
You should. Yes. Okay. Now number 2.
The earliest examples of cultivated plants discovered in Africa are native to Asia.
So have you seen anything like this?
Since
you can scan your
domesticated millet and sorghum's origin are not African, but planting diffuse and Southeast Asia. It is similar, but I can't understand. Is it the
same or not?
Same or not? Yes.
So the question, the answer says earliest examples of cultivated plants. Yeah. And your sentence says, wait a sec. Began to the crops.
Lie in a band that extends from Ethiopia.
So the proposed, no, I think it was higher.
Agriculture seemed to have reached these people from the Near East, since the domesticated crops were millets and sorghum.
But West Asian.
Yes.
So again, the first domesticated crops, yes, this is what the text says. And the question says earliest examples of cultivated plants. So this is a classical tactics. So to domesticate and to cultivate. Is it the same thing? Do you understand these words? Domesticate. Do you understand the meaning?
No.
So to domesticate crops, what can it mean in this sentence?
Употреблять, domesticate.
No, not to consume. To consume, that's different. So we have wild animals, and when we domesticate wild animals, we teach them to live with humans. Wolves were domesticated and became dogs. Wild horses, yes, we domesticated wild horses. And now we can use them, yes, for our purposes. So actually the root dom, domesticate, dom, you can think of the Russian dom, yes?
Yes.
Still it's домашним, yes, make it like, how to say it, make them
human friendly.
Yeah, that's a good one. I was looking for easy terms, yes. Yes, human friendly. That's a good example. Actually, it's interesting. One of my texts had this same word, to domesticate and to cultivate. Yes, so I had this a similar text. It was not this one. It was about ancient China. So maybe we should write some of these terms. To domesticate. It's actually the same thing, to cultivate. Cultivate. And the word cultivate comes from Latin word cultivare. And culture is the same, has the same root. Yes, culture, cultura. Mashakel, mashakum. Yeah, in Armenian, mashakuit, it's the same thing. So to domesticate, to make home friendly or human friendly. Yeah,
Yes.
to cultivate, it's the same thing. So you will have a lot of synonyms. The question will contain one word, the text will contain another word, or the audio material. So you need to have like a good vocabulary base to understand. See, and again, what I did here, I helped you with the Latin root dom, damashni. Yeah. Sometimes, if you're careful, you can guess the meaning of the word, yes, based on your knowledge of other languages, yes?
Yeah.
Especially if you know some Latin and Greek roots, it can help you, okay?
Okay.
So you in your mind, you compare, you try to compare. Okay, does it sound familiar? So, in native to Asia, so this says native to Asia, and in the text, they speak of Near East and West Asian. So do you think it's the same?
No, I guess.
Why? You should justify your answer.
Near East.
So Near East, do you understand the meaning? Near East, where is it?
Eastern.
Is it Europe, Asia, Africa?
It's more Asia, I guess.
Yes, it is Asia. It's not far from our region, actually. You can open a new tab, Control T. Yeah, just write down Near East and let's look at the images. History, geography, science, these are, topics that both IELTS and TOEFL and other tests like. So you should have some understanding of these, subjects.
We are not included in Near East.
Yes, we are not. So now you have some understanding, yes, where it is. Okay, so that's Near East. It's very, we are neighbors with this area.
Yes.
And Armenia is part of? Our region is called?
Yeah, I don't know.
Caucasus. So Caucasus, and we have South Caucasus. Yes, if you write South Caucasus, well, TOEFL and IELTS, maybe they won't contain this territory, but still it's good to know. Here we are, yes?
Yes.
The 3 South Caucasus republics. Armenia, Georgia, Azerbaijan. Yes. Okay, you can close this tab. Be careful not to close the whole. Yeah, okay, you know how to do it. Good, yes. So, Asia and Near East. Is Near East part of Asia, wider Asia, or not?
No, I guess.
Well, where is Near East? Europe, Africa, Asia, Australia?
It is based in
Is.
some part of Asia.
Yeah, so it is. Near East is part of Asia. So you can again open a tab. Let's have a look at Asia. Even if you have some understanding of it, it's good to refresh the memory. So Control T and type in Asia and yes, images. So Asia is pretty big, yes? According to some maps, we are part of Asia too, yes? Even though culturally we think of ourselves like as Europe, but here it is, yes? So Near East is part of Asia, yes?
Yeah.
Yes, we have Middle East, Near East, Far East, etc. Yes. So Near East is part of Asia. So what do you think? Read again the answer and your sentence. Is it the same idea in different words or not? Try to understand.
The earliest examples of cultivated plants discovered in Africa are native to Asia.
So you clearly understand this sentence or not?
I don't know what cultivated
Cultivate.
means.
So to cultivate is to domesticate. It's the same thing. Do you remember what domestication means?
Yeah.
So cultivate, cultivare, yes, that's a Latin word. Cultura, to sculpt, yes, to, again, I'm looking for easy words, to make, yeah? Again, just like in Armenian, mashakuit, mashakel, yes? Zeftal. So cultivate. So now do you understand it or not?
Yes, I understand.
Cultivated plants. What does it mean to cultivate plants? What does it mean?
Like no, to domesticate them, to plant them, to put it, and then make it easier to eat, maybe.
Yeah, make them plants, yes, in plural, make them bigger. Yes, for example, we want bigger apples. We want our apples to be sweeter. Yes, so we add different chemicals, different materials, yes, to get more from one tree or from one plant. Yeah, so that's the process of cultivation and domestication. Okay, now the text.
Agriculture seems to have reached these people from the Near East since the first domesticated crops were millets and sorghums, whose origins are not African but West Asian.
So it's a long sentence. What do you do to understand this sentence?
I am trying to split it.
Very good. That's an important step. Okay. So how are you splitting this sentence? Can you do it out loud?
Like agriculture seems to have reached these people from the Near East. And since the first domesticated crops were millets and sorghums, whose origins are not African but West Asian. The second part of this sentence is seems to be same with the second answer in
in the question. Yes, it seems to be the same. I agree with you. It's the same idea, put or described with some other words, yes, with synonyms. So we have this answer in our text. Now, what about answer number 3?
Africa's native plants are very difficult to domesticate.
Do we have any information on this statement?
Like we have, once the idea of planting diffused, Africans began to develop their own crops, such as certain varieties of rice, and they demonstrated. No, this is, I guess, false information. The question.
Yes. Yes.
We don't have it in our.
In our paragraph. Yeah.
Yes. And African communities were not large enough to support agriculture.
Have we got anything like that?
No, we have vice versa, like with a more secure food supply, lived in larger population concentrations. People who fished lived in larger population concentrations.
So again, the information is not present. Yes, clearly it is not stated clearly in the text. So
yeah,
you would choose which one out of these 4? Okay, click on it. Of course, we are, we are analyzing our questions very slowly. During the real exam, you will need to do this faster, but we are just learning. So for now, it's okay. So click on next.
But
yeah. What's that?
Yeah, okay, no. It's second question.
So, yes.
In paragraph 1, what does the author imply about changes in the African environment during this time period?
Changes, yes, in plural, changes. So I'll write this word with an ear emoji. This means you need to check its pronunciation. Changes. Okay. Do you understand the question?
No.
So, to imply, what does the author imply? What does it mean? Can you give me a synonym?
Like include?
You could say include, but what do you mean? That's it. What do you imply? What do you mean? Yes, that's the synonym. So what does it imply? What does it mean? To imply, to mean. Okay. So now we understand implying. So again, do you understand the question, or still we have some unfamiliar words?
Environment.
So environment, you don't know this word?
No.
Okay. So let's try to learn this with Google. So please open a tab or use your smartphone if you'd like to and ask environment meaning. Environment and add meaning. Yeah. So let's read the first one. Is it possible to understand?
Surroundings or conditions in which a person, animal, or plant lives or operates.
And read the example.
Survival in an often hostile environment.
Sometimes you can have some synonyms also. Yes, below you have synonym. Yes, synonyms. So do you see some familiar synonyms? Maybe the second word.
Territory.
Yeah, do you understand that word?
Yes.
So territory, we have home. Yes, the fourth word.
Yes, surroundings.
So environment. Can you give me a sentence with this word, an example? If it's still hard, you can also ask Google. Examples with environment. Let's read some examples.
The word.
Okay.
It's okay. Okay.
Environment examples, if you, or maybe it will, yes. Yeah, if you open Merriam-Webster, inside you will have, and the second one too.
There is
example sentences. Yes, on the left side in the menu section. Example sentences.
He grew up in a loving environment. We are trying to create a better business environment. These animals were raised in a controlled environment. Many
Do you understand these sentences?
Yes.
So give me your example with environment.
I can't, sorry.
Okay. So my example would be, we need to take care of our environment. For example. Or we destroy our environment and that leads to climate change. Okay, so on your own, yes, I will strongly recommend you to check the website. That will be also your homework, yes, the ETS website. Go through the PDF and go through the test, and you need to control your learning process yourself. Yes, with the teacher, we only have 1 hour. Yes, we don't do much. So you need to do it this way on your own. Learning new words, understanding their meaning. Yes, reading some examples. So that's very important. So environment, now you understand. So again, try to analyze the question.
I need to read it out loud.
No, you don't have to. Just read it and tell me if you understand it clearly or not.
Yes.
Now it's understandable. Yes?
Yes.
Good. So, answer number 1.
The climate was becoming milder.
Milder. Okay, I'm writing these words also. Climate. Have you heard the expression climate change in English? Or not?
Yes.
So yeah, that's a very hot topic. Yes, it's very important for our survival. Mild. I'm giving you this one with an ear emoji. So if you have the ear emoji, you need to check their pronunciation. Practice them, the pronunciation of these words. Okay. Do you know how to check and practice?
Yes, I do.
How do you do that? Can you explain it to me?
Google pronunciation.
Yes, yes. And if you have the microphone symbol, you should use it. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Allowing for a greater variety of crops to be grown.
allowing, to allow, yes, to allow. That's me again, yes. So do you understand the sentence?
No. Yes.
Milder, do you understand this word?
No, but I understand the sentence.
So, based on the sentence, what do you think the word mild? Does it have a negative meaning, a positive one?
The positive one, because it's greater, it's allowing for a greater variety.
It was allowing, or it is allowing, yes. Good. So you deduced the meaning, well, not the meaning itself, but yes, you analyzed the word based on the context, and the context helped you, yes? So it's okay to have some words that you don't know during the actual exam. Most probably you will see such words. So if you can, you should do this during the exam, yes? Analyzing your word according to the context around it. Sometimes, not all the time, yeah, but sometimes it helps. And it's a very important tool to use. Yes. So mild is like soft, yeah, milder, like softer. Yeah, okay. So now you should again try to understand whether you have this word in your text or not. So this will be your homework. Yes, you should go through this test and learn some vocab during our next lesson, which will be dedicated to TOEFL. We will get back to this same test, okay? And we'll try it together. It will take faster next time. And you will tell me what new words you have learned, okay? These texts are a very good source of increasing your vocabulary, yes, and preparing for such exams. In English, we say this is the real deal. Yes, this is the real material that you are see during the exam. Any questions? Any complaints?
Sorry.
Yeah. You can maybe leave from Zoom from your okay, good, you did it. Yes, your camera is off, but if you want, you can keep it off. That's okay.
I'm okay.
Okay, welcome back. So, yeah, any ideas, thoughts?
No, I'm fine.
Yes. So you shouldn't be overwhelmed. You shouldn't be stressing out. Oh my God, it's too hard. Yes, I have too much stuff to do. Yes, because that approach is not helpful. So let me give you the last piece of advice for today. So let's say we have some book that we need to read. Yes. Let's say it's very thick. Let's say we have 1,860 pages. So one approach is to look at the pages and tell yourself, oh my God, it's so big, I can't do this. Another approach is to divide it into smaller parts. Yes. Let's say only 20 pages. Yes.
Yeah.
And you forget about the rest. As long as you work on these 20 pages, you forget about the rest of the book. So you divide your work into smaller jobs or chunks. So that's a very important strategy. It helps you to focus on something very manageable. Yeah. instead of thinking, oh my God, it's too big, I can't do this. Yeah, it's too hard, I can't. Yeah. So that's a very important strategy. Yeah, you want to say something or not?
No, I'll just say
No.
okay.
Oh, okay, okay. So would you like to analyze today's lesson or like your performance or not? If you're tired, we can skip it. Yeah.
We can skip it for today, sorry.
Yeah, that's totally fine. It's your choice. Would you like to hear some feedback from me or we should skip that too?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So now when you were reading your questions, you were analyzing, you guessed the word mild correctly. That was very good. Yes. And what I also liked, you were dividing the long sentences into smaller parts. So that's also very important. And another tactic that we will learn is to remove the unnecessary words. Yes. Some of your sentences will have too many words that you will not need. Yes. And you need to be able to simplify your sentences. So that's a very important strategy as well. So if I try to give a quick example. So agriculture's domesticated. Yes. So since the where millets or African West. Yes. So we forget about this. We forget about this. Yes. Domesticated crops. So where millets and I don't know what. I don't know these words myself. Millets and sorghums. And we don't need them. Yes. Origins are West Asian. Again, it says not African. We don't need this information.
Yes.
Yes. So domesticated crops. So our simple sentence will be the first domesticated crops were West Asian. See how many words we have removed. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 with since. We have removed 10 words from this long sentence. And we got our easy, simple, clear answer. Yeah. The first domesticated crops were West Asian. So much easier, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's it. So yes, in general, I'm happy with your performance. And you chose the correct answer for the first question that we have analyzed. So well done. For that, I will give you 5 out of 5. Okay. Don't be afraid. Actually, there is a beautiful expression. Fear is the mind killer. So you shouldn't be afraid of something because that kills your creativity, that shuts down your mind. Yes. Fear and being in a hurry, these are destructive for your mind. Okay, high five, take care, and see